Good evening, EagleNick audience. I am EagleNick, and I am back one more time down here at the Al Rollins Park. Now, it has been a very lovely day. The weather has just been awesome. Good evening. Boy, there was an awesome looking little e-bike flying around the parking lot a while ago when I first got here. I was hoping it'd come back by so I could figure out what kind it is. I'd like to check that brand out. I mean, it was a flying. Let's turn the camera back up this way while it's bright for it was to get that yellowish tint to it. Now the flag is just hanging limp. There ain't much of a breeze in the air. It's not flying around. Now when I zoom that in, it looks a little yellow. I don't know what it is about it that causes the color to change just for zooming it in. Y'all jump on in there in the chat. Where y'all from? I see 2 people. I see 6 people now. 10 people. 12 people. Good evening. 15 people. Good evening, EagleNick Audits. Is anybody gonna say anything, or is all of y'all them there trolls? Must be all Dalton Police Department. Good evening, Brent Curtis. Yes, this is Dalton, Georgia. Good evening once again there, Lightning Strike. How are you doing? Now, EagleNick went up there and ate at Providence Ministries this evening. We had spaghetti and lettuce and some toast and a couple of them there cookies. Now the flag is putting on a display for us if it'll stay going. Hey, like it, I'll put the camera around on it. As soon as I do, it stops. It's like it's being camera shy. It has been a very beautiful day. The weather has been extremely hot. If you are already not a subscriber, EagleNick would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. So how is everybody else doing today? How are you doing today, Brent? Brent Curtis? How about the other 68 people? How are y'all doing? Any of y'all going to talk? Is everybody just coming in to listen and nobody going to say anything? Good evening, John C. How are you doing? Glad to see you again. Now, I hear that. John, where you at? I know we done had a ton and a half of rain in Georgia in the past week. Brent Curtis, was you saying you're in Dalton also? Michael, how are you doing again? I got me a good bottle of cold water again. I still ain't got to get none of them there Pepsis. I see my buddy Arthur fixing to go across the parking lot. Maybe he'll ride over. Yeah, my buddy Arthur's riding over. This here is my Hispanic brother, Arthur. He's a real good fella. What you doing there, brother? Doing a live stream. Got 91 people watching right now. Got 91 people watching. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. Earlier this morning, I had 28,000. I did one down here yesterday, got 40,000 people watching. Yeah. Say hello to everybody. Everybody can see you now. You're right in line there. This is my friend Arthur. He's the one I was telling y'all about it. Give me a bicycle when I didn't have one. And I learned how to ride one without any brakes. My old buddy out of Scaffs would say, how in the world you ride that thing down that there hill without any brakes? He said, what if a car pulls out in front of you? I said, well, I guess I'm going to hit them. And I said, when I come to, I'm going to tell the police that I wasn't riding no bike. They planted that on me after they run me over. What you been out doing?
Okay, good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you, Arthur. You be careful, brother. Take it easy. Hey, that is cool, Brent. I didn't realize that there's other people coming in here from Dalton. I hope you are a subscriber as well. EagleNick Audits would like to have all the subscribers I could possibly get from our hometown. Who was causing trouble somewhere? Michael? What's up, James? Glad to see you again, brother. You doing all right? Now, I've seen that there JS on some of my videos commenting, and on the comments, it doesn't just say JS, it says blue shirt guy. Now, that there JS was talking a lot of trash, and I can't remember if he talks it on the live streams or not. No, my old buddy Arthur don't do very many do-nots on that there bicycle. He's like EagleNick. He doesn't drive, he just rides a bicycle. He's got multiple bicycles. You know, when I didn't have no way to go, he was the one who gave me something to be able to get around on. Now, I'm pretty sure that little Nissan right there is the same one that parked in front of me yesterday evening or the evening before. So maybe they're wanting to get out everybody to see them. Maybe they're trying to sell that there car. It came straight in. It's the same car. It's been parking there in front of me for a while. In a couple of live streams. You would think with all this parking lot, they wouldn't have to pull directly in my line of view. The whole parking lot out through there is empty. Check it out. Look how much empty parking lot we got. Now, all them spots over here on the front are all in the shade. Yeah, he chooses to park directly in the line of view. The flag is flying a little bit again, but if I try to zoom it in, it seems to want to make the screen turn a yellowish. See if I can't catch at least the corner of the entrance there. No, I don't try to sell the car or van. They don't belong to me. They belong to my brother. You know, it just looking out the window outside of the eagle's nest, they're right there in view most of the time. Hello, Pooh Noah. How are you doing? Glad to see you one more time. Now, I do not know how long I will be down here this evening. It'll depend on how many people ends up coming onto the live stream and exactly how many people actually chats. Ginger Boss Audits. Good evening, EagleNick Audits. Glad to see you. This is the first time I think I've ever seen that YouTube handle in here. If you have a YouTube channel, if you will come back after this here live stream is processed and uploaded, EagleNick Audits would be happy to check out your channel. Now, EagleNick Audits just does not give out mods. I'm sorry about that. I must have missed you somehow, Ginger Boss. But glad to see you. If you've been in before, I appreciate you returning. Hello, Dixie. How are you doing? No, I didn't get breakfast, but I got lunch and supper. Now here comes that little gold color car back in. He done been around through here one time, blaring that there music. Now if it picks it up, YouTube's liable to try to say something about picking up audio that don't belong to me. So if he starts to ride in front of me like I'm sure he's fixing to do, I'm going to have to mute the sound. Nope, Zeus, I am not homeless. I am home less than I'm actually at home. I am insecure in my food. I do not get food stamps nor draw any kind of government check. I do not panhandle to ask for money. I go out and pick up a few cans when I'm able. Here lately, the weather has been too hot or either too wet because we've been having a whole lot of thunderstorms. Joe Cox, there you are back again. You out here looking for more of them our cocks? EagleNick Audits is a full-time independent journalist. So there he comes, getting that music over here close. He might be doing it just trying to get YouTube to censor my video. Check it out. Watch how he's acting. Now he done pulled in and out like that one time, doing the same thing again. He done pulled in here one time, did that. First started my live stream. Now I don't know if I actually got him on the live stream. Thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate that, brother. No, Pooh Noah, you're not a dork, brother. Don't never put yourself down. EagleNick Audits has found that we should never put ourselves down. You know what I mean, Vern. There is too many people that will put us down all on their own accord. We do not have to pay them. We do not even have to ask. There is plenty of people who would down us every chance they get. Well, EagleNick Audits does not think that you are a dork, even if you are a self-confessed dork. Michael, I've got about 4 subscribers that I call trampoline subscribers. I'm sure it's the same ones. I usually lose about 4 and gain them back every morning and evening. And I believe what that is people in the law enforcement around in my local area who will subscribe to my YouTube channel, get on there and look at my content, then hop right back off. Now, if I can actually catch them doing that and see who is subscribing and then unsubscribing, it would be real easy for EagleNick to fix that to where they wouldn't have to worry about bouncing on and off my YouTube channel, because I would just block them and then they wouldn't be able to do it anymore. We got a couple of photo bombers. I have a stepson who is probably about 30 years old now, I would say, but no, I do not have children of my own. I do not have my own children. I wish that black car hadn't pulled up here and parked directly in my line of view to the entrance. Good evening, Alan Davis. Glad to see you again, and I hope that you are feeling a lot better. Hello, Super. How are you doing? Now, let me state this. The Lord is not a respecter of persons. He does not love people less if they are a dork than he would love somebody who was a highly intelligent individual. Now, EagleNick Audits is somewhere in between a dork and a living. You know what I mean, Burn? That is a joke in case you don't get it. Now, EagleNick Audits does not claim to be any more than I am. I am just a hillbilly who is happy to be me. I do not try to be something else. I don't pretend to be something I am not. If people don't like me, well, it is soon forgot. You know, if they don't like us, they don't got to come around us. That way they won't see us. They won't hear us. Georgia. I'm in Georgia myself. Hello, Pisa. How are you doing, Pisa? Glad to see you. You must realize Judas was a prophetic individual who was prophesied. He was a prophecy. There had to be a Judas. A big 10-4 on that there Trump Vance 2024 there, Super. No, the Kings ain't come in yet, Pooh Noah. Those 10 Kings have not been set up yet. There will be 10 Kings, but they've not been set up yet, brother. Oh, yeah, I did get lunch and supper up there at Greater Works. I was not able to eat anything at Providence Ministries, and Chef Ben had asked them about getting me something to eat this morning, and they told him if he took me anything that he would be banned also. Now, EagleNick finds that ironic because I know several other individuals who have been banned from Providence Ministries at least 3 or 4 times. And the first couple of times, they would still let somebody take them something to eat outside, or they would take them something outside themselves. Yet EagleNick Audits has one situation which was not of his doing, and they act like I am a problem child. They act like I was the instigator of that there situation, and they jumped the gun on old EagleNick and kicked me straight to the curb, put me in that class to where you don't get nothing to eat. They're like that there soup Nazi on Seinfeld. No soup for you. You don't think they trying to starve old EagleNick to death, do you there, Pooh? Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, cubby little chubby all stuffed with fluff. He's Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, willy-nilly silly old bird. Pisa, what you doing? You know what I mean, Vern? I wish there's some way I could bring me a chair down here instead of sitting on these daggum benches so long they make my butt look like a waffle. I might have to stand up for a little bit. These doggone benches. They did ban her too. That's the funny thing. She went in there telling all that crap, and they banned us both. That's how come I was seeing her up there at Greater Works as well. Now, I had a couple of friends, Gloria and Roger, that was supposed to have told them that I was not the one who instigated it. They were supposed to have told them that the lady was calling me a MFer, that she had said she would hunt me down, that she would run me over with her car. Yet they did not tell them that today because EagleNick Audits is still banned. You know what I mean, Vern? But EagleNick does not let it worry him. I'm very sorry to hear about your cat, Pisa. I hope that it gets a lot better. Dang, super. Did you get the happy ending? I am probably about 25, 30 miles from Port Oglethorpe, Georgia. No, they didn't say how long the ban was. Chef Ben asked them today, but they wouldn't never say. It's usually only 30 days. But like I said, usually when a person gets banned, they can still have people bring them out something to eat. I do not answer questions, Pooh Noah. That is my Fifth Amendment right to not answer any questions that might incriminate myself, if you know what I mean, Vern. All right, Super, you got it, brother. I'm glad to see that somebody's finally paying attention. That is the best way to do. Now, the thing about it is, let me explain what Lieutenant Locke failed to realize when he asked me if I know my rights about the right to remain silent. And I said, yes, I do. I said, I plead the Fifth. And he said, well, hush up. I also know my First Amendment right, Lieutenant Locke, and that is 5 tenets. And one of those there 5 tenets in the First Amendment is free speech. Now, I can say whatever I want to say. I do not have to have your permission to speak. I own this here mouth. I do not rent it. The Fifth Amendment says that I do not have to say anything that will incriminate myself, but it also says that I do not have to say a word. But the First Amendment, the tenet of free speech, says that I can say any damn thing that I want to as long as I do not use fighting words. That is why when Lieutenant Locke said you seem to be having a problem with the post office, EagleNick Audit said, I am waiting on public records, sir. And then just as quickly I said, I seem to be having more of a problem with you damn corrupt police officers. That is called the First Amendment, free speech. Dang, that sounds like y'all don't have no rights at all in Australia then. Alan Davis, thou shalt not steal. You know what I mean, Vern? That there Pooh said that he would be in Dalton or close to Dalton, and I just stated that I'll plead the fifth on that there, that I don't answer questions, but EagleNick Audits would love to meet up with Mr. Pooh just to say, howdy do. You know what I mean, Vern? T. Thomas, so glad to see you again one more time, my friend. Now, let me tell you something there, T. Thomas. My good friend on here, Brett C. from Calhoun, may be going to bring me up there to Carter's Lake this weekend. If it ain't raining, we're going to try to go up and maybe do either a video or a live stream at Carter's Lake, the re-regulation dam, to try to do a little fishing videos. Brother, I do not need a firearm to back up my free speech. I got these two arms right here. That's all I need. I don't need a firearm. I don't want my arm to be on fire. No, we're just going to fish from the bank. I don't know if I'd want to go out in a boat. Get out in a boat, and they liable to be somebody out there with a bazooka or a torpedo and going to try to torpedo us. Look, check out this little flying thing. We got a flying insect photo bombing us now. Where you go, buddy? Come on back. I believe that's one of them there little mini drones. Let's see if I can get a close-up of it. It's doggone photo bombing me, look. Now it hid under the table. I'm telling you, that's a drone. No, it didn't. It's right in daggum front of me. It's trying to attack me. It landed. Look, that there's a drone. Look, that's a little bee drone. It's turned around looking at me. I'm auditing in that there bee drone. Look at it. Oh, it bit me on the finger. It looks like it's trying to hump at their table. Uh-oh, it hid. I don't know where it went now. I'm getting scared. Now, I'm scared of something that little because that might be one of them there drones that former President Barack Obama was telling the Democrats at that dinner they wouldn't see coming. You know what I mean? I see why you wouldn't see it coming, because that baby is mighty little. Now, every time I sit on this bench here for too long, my billfold goes falling out of my pocket. Now, this is one of them car Kens. I got this off that there Temu app. Some people call it Tamu. I call it Temu. Temu, get your stuff. It was about $5, I think it was. I bought 4 or 5 of them. I kept one, give the rest of them away. I believe that our Nissan that pulled there is trying to block my view so them county Maltais or them petty SIGs can come sliding in and I won't see them. But EagleNick is keeping the eagle's eye out for them, if you know what I mean. We're going to try to make sure that we do not get a surprise visit. Now that there bee, was about as small as that 0 in 100. It was not very big at all. It was just a little bitty, minuscule insect. I see it flying by again, man. It's flying around. It's going to get its brothers. God bless you, Dustin. How are you doing? Glad to see you again. You know, Super, that was the thing that a lot of people didn't realize. Back in the wild, wild west, in the days of them there 6 guns, all them there gunfighters didn't die from getting shot. They died from lead poison. Hey, tell your other friend that EagleNick Auditing says hello. Now, my friend out of gas never did bring his hairy ass down here to the park yesterday and bring us one of them there cigarettes. I don't know why he wouldn't get up off of that couch and come down here and hang out with old EagleNick Audits. Oh boy, it's a her. Tell her again. Tell her again. That's EagleNick Audit's favorite kind of people is them there hers. You know what I mean? You know, old EagleNick Audits tried to smoke some of them there bananas one time because I heard you can get a buzz from smoking bananas. And now bananas are legal in the state of Georgia, but I could never get that there sucker to light. Oh, yeah, I can get bananas in Georgia. That's what I said. They are legal, but I couldn't never get it to light. You know, I held up one end of it and I tried to light both sides at different times, but I never could get it to light. But I figured, heck, if I ever got it to light, I don't know how you'd ever draw through that there banana. Oh, I just thought you lit one end of the banana and smoked it. Now, I'd rather have my banana with some peanut butter or in a banana cream pie, if you know what I mean. It may not get me high, but it dang sure makes me feel pretty good. Yep, yep. Here comes that big old red truck going by again. Super, you know what they say? Monkey see, monkey do. I would probably smoke a banana or two if I could have ever got that there thing to light and it actually did what they said. I might have smoked a whole bunch, then I'd probably be dead. You know what I mean, Vern? Hello, Mr. Blue Shirt Guy, JS. Why aren't you on one of my videos? And they're saying all he did was audit a post office and get arrested, he did. Go right ahead. Ask away. EagleNick? Oh, it says it is okay. You know what I mean? Burn. Just when it comes out your mouth, don't let it burn. Go ahead with that there question. Eman likes bread. Now, EagleNick Audits is not a philosopher, but the meaning, if you really want to know what the meaning of life is, I can tell you. Well, listen to this, blue shirt guy. They came on to my property stating that they had an arrest warrant, which they never served or shown to EagleNick Audits. I was never shown a warrant ever since then, and that was April the 18th. Now, to come on to private property, they must have a search warrant as well and as an arrest warrant. An arrest warrant is not a blanket warrant that covers them to come on to private property. That is why, if you will listen real closely, you might be able to figure this out. Anytime they stop someone or pull them over, they want to run their identification so they can see if they have a warrant for their arrest, because if they have a warrant for their arrest, they can arrest them because they were legally pulled over. Now, to come on to private property, they must have an arrest warrant on top of a search warrant, stating exactly where they are searching or who they are searching for. It was an illegal arrest. I was never issued a trespass. A trespass is not verbal. A trespass is a piece of paper with your name written down on it. Now, trespassing on public property is a secondary offense. You have had to committed a crime to be trespassed from public property, whereas trespassing on private property is a crime in of itself because it is private property. Now, you can Google criminal trespass in the state of Georgia, and you will see that it says a person commits the offense of criminal trespass in the state of Georgia when they knowingly stay on the property of another. Now, that means private property. That does not imply to public property. You see, because that postmaster does not own that there post office. We, the people of the United States of America, owns that post office as well as every single post office in the United States of America. Whether you live in that city, county, state, or not. Blue shirt guy, EagleNick Audits was not harassing anyone. You need to learn, as well as Lieutenant Bishop with the Dalton Police Department, what First Amendment protected activity means. I was exercising all 5 tenets of the First Amendment Saturday, February the 17th of 2024, that I was supposedly arrested for. Freedom of the press, free speech, freedom of religion, freedom to assemble, and the freedom to redress my government with my grievances. Now, while you are exercising your First Amendment rights, you are protected by the First Amendment of the United States against arrest and or being fined. My arrest did not have anything to do with them there audits at the United States Post Office. My arrest was only a retaliatory tactic, retaliation by the Dalton Police Department, because EagleNick Audits had did a 22-minute live stream outside the Dalton Police Service Center. There is no such law on the books as called harassment. You could not be charged with that bar law because the United States Constitution is the law of the United States of America, and the Constitution states unequivocally that the Congress nor the states shall pass or implement any laws that infringes or impedes on the United States Constitution or the constitutional rights of the American people. And for your information, the postmaster was a her. The postmaster was not a he. And the postmaster did not have the legal authority to tell me I could not come back because I was exercising my First Amendment rights. Now, when I did my first audit, which you seem to not have seen at the post office on February the 9th, they did not have poster 7 posted. So I put the postmaster on record and said that she needed to get poster 7. She needed to learn it, study it, and learn her job. Now, I went back on Valentine's Day and did a surprise return visit 5 days later, and they had 4 copies of poster 7 posted, one on both entrance door leading into the post office, one on the entrance door leading into the lobby where they work, and one poster 7 posted in a display case on the north side front of the building. Well, EagleNick Audits begs to differ, blue shirt guy, because you must not seem to understand this, that our constitutional rights are inalienable rights, means they cannot be stripped away, they cannot be watered down, and those there rights were given to us by our Creator, not by our government, not by man. That is why those constitutional rights are inalienable rights. Brother, every single amendment has been watered down. Ever since the Constitution became the law of the land, our governments have been chipping away at the Constitution. The Democrats seek to do away with it permanently. Now, I hear a siren coming down the highway. I don't know if it's coming this way or not. Now, there is no dookie down here at this park. Now, them little kids keep photobombing me. I think they realize I am live streaming on YouTube. They keep riding them there electric scooters back and forth in front of me. They'll only go so far and turn right back around. Now, we have been live for 1 hour and 1 minute as of now. I'm going to take me a drink of this here water. Kirkland Signature Purified Water with minerals added for taste. Hey, Kirkland, it just tastes like water to EagleNick. All this. Well, no, blue shirt guy, that cop called me Stephen Nicholson like a big coward after his traffic stop was over. He didn't have the guts or the nerve to call me anything until his traffic stop was through. If you are referring to Officer Black, 625 or 24, 625, that's what it was. Black 625. Stephen Anthony Nicholson. Now, if you saw that there video, you noticed that EagleNick Audits gave that man more respect than he deserved. It's not much of a face to look at. My hair's messed up. Look how my hair flies like an eagle. Fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle. There goes that big red truck again. They actually coming in the parking lot this time. They rode up by a while ago heading west. Now they're pulling in this time. Now here comes another one going to park directly in my line of view. Just like that there Nissan did a while ago. Now we got a big Toyota. Got this whole parking lot empty. Look here. Got a whole empty parking lot. Whole empty parking lot. Whole empty parking lot. All these parking spaces all out through here. They go all the way around, yet they come and park directly in my line of view. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you did. I appreciate that one. I thank her very much. That is a beautiful dog. Is that not a beautiful creature? Now I can't see the road now. That was a beautiful, beautiful creature. But I can't see the road now because the van is blocking. You see right here where they've had something taped up here. I think that's one of them there pinatas. Well, JS, I have the video on there where it says my full name. Now, I've got videos I brought over from TikTok, And my TikTok video says Stephen Nicholson 34. Now let me explain it to you in case you didn't know. EagleNick Audits is not ashamed of my name, but I am ashamed of how the Dalton Police Department obtained my name when I did not commit any crimes. I am ashamed of the way they used my name because they only used my name trying to intimidate me. Now, Officer Black, badge number 625, was trying to provoke a reaction by calling me by my full name. Now, EagleNick Audits is not a fish. I do not take bait. You know, as I said, I could see right through it because he did not have the nerve to say a word until the traffic stop was over, because he did not want to have anything said back to him until he was getting in his car to leave. Now, he was trying to provoke EagleNick Audits to try to get a reaction that would give him some type of legal reason to arrest EagleNick Audits. Now, as I stated, EagleNick Audits is not a fish, and I do not take bait. Who is UNC? Oh, I see. Virus Pizza Rain. You're calling me uncle. No, I do not need a strap. I'm wearing shorts. Look, I'm wearing my Eagle shorts. You see what they say? They say Army. EagleNick Audits is a army of one. Now, EagleNick Audits is only trying to be all that I can be. Good evening. Hi. Pappy Smurf here. Now, my little Smurfs, you make sure you stay in the village. Don't go out there or that old Gargamel will get you. You know what I mean? Make sure you stay Smurfy. I didn't see no daggum Kia. Let me tell you what I've done told a few other people about calling me a MFer. They're Swedish gamer. You keep your mother out of my yard, I'll keep my yard out of your mother. You know what I mean there, Swedish gamer? Yeah, I was 85 away, I think, the last time I looked. Now, EagleNick Audits would appreciate it if I could get 85 subscribers in this here live stream. Now, I have picked up over 100 in some of my past live streams when I got around 70,000 views. But when you look at it in a whole, 100 out of 70,000 is not that many. Look, the creek is down. We can actually walk down here to the creek this time. We can do an audit of this here tire. And look, we got some graffiti here on the underside of this here bridge. We got something here. EagleNick loves y'all. LP, GP, DP, EP, Plaza. All Todd. You are my heart, you are my soul. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my strength should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. Have I told you lately that I love you? And I never put no one else above you. You fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Turd Ferguson, you heard wrong, my friend. EagleNick Audits cannot be bought. I do not conform to the norm, so go back inside your dorm. You know what I mean, Vern. You heard wrong, my friend. Let's audit these here water spiders. Who wants to send me 20 bucks to walk out in the creek? I'll get my Crocs wet. We got any takers? Hey, we talk about food and crack. EagleNick, you'll ever hear him say, yakety yak, don't smoke crack. There is no dookie down here where I'm at. You came to the wrong place, brother. Now, we might can follow one of these dogs around here and find you some dookie if you want to see some dookie bad enough. But EagleNick is not out here actively looking for that there dookie for you. But there's some people. Hello, baby. That's a pretty little dog. Well, Joe Cox is going to get one of them Crocs before it's over. He keeps on coming in here talking all that crap. But he ain't gonna like the way he gets it, 'cause he's only gonna get one of them there crocs right across them there buttocks. As EagleNick Audits sends him a flying out that there door. You know what I mean? And he won't come back no more. Oh man, you mean Norm MacDonald died? Out there it says Crocs, brother. Crocs. I wear my Crocs without socks, and I do not listen to old Joe Cox. You know what I mean, Vern? EagleNick ain't got big old hips. What you talking about? You telling a lie, boy. Don't lie about old EagleNick. EagleNick ain't got no big old hips. What you talking about? Quit telling them our lies. Oh man, I did not know that Norm MacDonald died. I'd love to see that there turd Ferguson on Saturday Night Live. That's what I was saying. That is where I had seen Turd Ferguson at before. Was on that there Saturday Night Live. That's before Saturday Night Live became so left leaning, got so liberal that they hated on Republicans so much. Now there's that young lady that blocked my view. So I figured since she blocked my view, I would let her feel my view. You know what I mean? EagleNick Audits loves the beauty of nature. And you can't get more natural than that. You know what I mean, Vern? Super. That is all right, my friend. I think you should write it again. You know what I mean? I wonder what that is. We're going to do some auditing. Now, here's some more sirens. Well, there's not that much litter to audit because I usually pick it up. But look, here's an old cigarette butt. There's no telling how long it's been there. Right here's an old pull tab off a can. Now that there is aluminum. But you see, I picked up most of the litter down here. Since we have so many trash talkers that comes in, we'll audit this trash can. Look, Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Are you hungry? Go out to Taco Bell. Tell them EagleNick Audit sent you. Tell them you want some of them there Doritos Locos Tacos. We got a fella over yonder who's been mowing grass and kicking ass, if you know what I mean, Vern. EagleNick is not going to audit these nuts. We're not going to be auditing these nuts. Now, EagleNick audits has only got 2 hands, but I do got 3 feet. You know what I mean, Vern? We're going to add a cigarette duck here that I just got to smoking. You see, I got the fire out of it. Make sure it's out. Because EagleNick audits does not litter. That would be committing a crime. You see, EagleNick audits throws them away every single time. I do not litter. I do not wear glitter. I do not like to date a girl if she happens to be a spitter. You know what I mean, Vern? I believe I will pass on eating that there cigarette duck, even if you sent me the $50 first. I probably would not have ate it because I'm not that addicted to that there nicotine. I had done smoked all of it out of that there tobacco. I am not craving the rest that is in that there filter, so I will let it go this time. When EagleNick audits is able to go to one of them there states where it is legal to smoke a blunt, you could actually see EagleNick audit smoke 1 or 2 of them, but I would not do it in a state where it is illegal because as I have stated before, EagleNick audits does not break the law because I do not want to be arrested, if you know what I mean, Vern. Hey, Psychic, I'm going to tell you something, brother. I've done heard about you, Psychic, and I've been wanting to tell you. Now, them corncob pipes are used for smoking to make a corncob pipe out of corncobs. They're not made to be used as a butt plug, so you might ought to take that thing out. You know what I mean, Vern? If EagleNick audits lived in a state where it was legal, I guarantee you, brother, you would not be able to tell me from Cheech and Chong. You would think I was both of them at one time. Good evening, SK. How are you doing this fine day? Check out this purple car coming in out here. Looks like a purple Chrysler 300. Dang, that there lady's gonna not be blocking our view no more. I did not seem to mind it being blocked as much as I did with the last car. Now, EagleNick Audits appreciates that there kind of blocking. Now, you shouldn't be saying that about Penetrator when that there good-looking girl just got in that there Toyota. So long, lady. That was a pretty dog you had there. Looky there. She barely did stop going out. She might have been going up there to tell her boyfriend. There was some dude down there had his phone pointed up there toward me, but I didn't know she was going to pull up there. I didn't call that there girl and say, hey, won't you come down here and get in front of my live stream? You know what I mean, Vern? I happen to be using my phone right now, and if I had made any calls, I'd have had to cut off this here live stream. Now, we have been live for 1 hour and 27 minutes and 40 seconds. Hello, Jelly. How are you doing? You know what they say, a little dab of do ya. EagleNick Audit says that if I smoked one of them there dabs, I'd be saying yabba dabba doo. Well, I happen to know somebody that can make them there dabs just as good as any you can buy, starting out with that there flour. You know, to make the juice that goes in them there vapes, you got to make them there dabs first. Now, EagleNick Audits does not know how to do it, and I have never tried, or I never would. But like I said, I do know somebody who knows how to make them there dabs, because dabs is the first product when you are making the juice for the vapes. EagleNick Audits. I was wanting to ask the same daggum thing. I was wanting to pet that there pretty creature, if you know what I mean. Now, EagleNick was a little irritated when that there vehicle pulled up there blocking my view. But when my view became unblocked, I was like, woo, doggy. I said, I saw the light, I saw the light, no more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow in sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I don't see no dog. You keep talking about petting now. The dog's already gone. There is some monster fish in that there pond. If you can get out there without catching all that there moss, and you happen to have a good fishing bait, now it really takes a live minnow because there are so many bait fish in there, little bait fish, and so many few big fish in there anymore. Now, if you're referring to the Al Rollins Park Lake, but if you are referring to the Dennard Lake, there is some 100-pound plus flathead catfish and some monster carp, but there's nothing else in there really over a few pounds other than a bunch of big turtles. There goes that there big red truck again. You got it, turd. I am happy to oblige. You asked for it, you got it. Toyota. I only placed old Turd Ferguson in a 10-second timeout because they did not signify how long they wanted to be in one of them there timeouts. Was that not long enough there, Turd Ferguson? Now, why you want to say that there word, brother? You was the one who asked for it. I told you I am happy to oblige. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, I call all women, ma'am. That is just how we are in the South. Now, people, a lady I might know a little bit more that I've seen more than a few times, I will call darling, not meaning they are my darling, not Darlene with a G, but darling. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Or like I said, when I told that lady up there at Providence Ministries, I said, ma'am, we're only allowed to get one sweet. Now, when I said we are only allowed, that meant everybody that was there. She took offense to it and grabbed up a second one anyway when they went by about 20 sweets, and there was about 40 people in that there line. Then later she called EagleNick a MFer, telling me I was a racist because I was joking around about one morning when we had cereal saying I love regular white milk in cereal, said, but I love chocolate milk. And I said, white milk comes from white cows. I said, chocolate milk comes from brown cows. I said, they should have a brown and white cow where you could get white milk out of the front teats and chocolate milk out of the back teats. Now, that there lady somehow took offense and said EagleNick Audits was a racist. Well, let me tell y'all something. Now, stop and think about what's going on here. We got somebody in here with a YouTube handle named a Turd Ferguson. I've not heard them say that they are a big Norm Macdonald fan or that they even like that there Saturday Night Live. They might not actually be old enough to know who Turd Ferguson was. They just might be trying to let people know subtly that they like to play with them there turds. But EagleNick Audits would like to let you know if you play with turds, you'll get shit on your hands. You know what I mean, Vern? Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? Darlene, don't be telling that there EagleNick Audits that you love him. Because that there picture in front of your saying I love EagleNick looks mighty pretty though, EagleNick. And I'm liable to be start saying, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. But Darlene, EagleNick Audits loves you too, and I really and truly, honestly do. Especially since you're a pretty lady. Now, EagleNick Audits likes them there ladies. Now, ever since today my wife passed away, I was like, damn, man, what you gonna do that for? What you do that for? Now, EagleNick Audits did not have any girlfriends lined up waiting in the wings like our friend that came down here that talked to us that one time, but the other two times kept photo bombing us because EagleNick Audits set all his being into his marriage that he stayed tried and true because that was the thing to do. That was how I was taught and how I was raised. But my wife, on the other hand, felt free to fool around as anytime she wanted to and as much as she could, even though she told me it wasn't never as good, if you know what I mean, Vern. There was right at a 14-year age difference between EagleNick Audits and my wife. I was 39 years old when we got married, and she wasn't but 25. Yes, sir. EagleNick Audits will be voting for Donald John Trump and Mr. J.D. Vance come November. Well, now I have not checked out Darlene's profile. Now I have not seen them there pronouns. Well, Miss Darlene, I hope it is Miss Darlene. EagleNick Audits would like to make one thing loud and clear. There is no need for pronouns here because there is nothing but a male and or a female. EagleNick Audits knows the truth. If you were born a male, you will be a male when you die, whether you have that there sex change. Now, when a female gets a sex change and comes over to a man, it's called add a dick to me. Well, now, EagleNick Audits does not cross them there gender lines. EagleNick Audits love them there ladies, but it has to be a bona fide lady through and through, born that way. EagleNick Audits got stopped by a police one time over in a shady area of town. They said I was out looking for crack. And I told them, I said, hey, yo, EagleNick Audits likes the crack you poke, but not the kind you smoke. You know what I mean, Vern? But I wasn't out looking for either kind at that time. Well, yes, sir, Dixie, and that Mason-Dixon line there does not have a sex. That is just a point. Good evening, Vernon Dan. Now, don't be saying all them there nasty words in here. I'll have to kick you out the door now. We don't allow stuff like that. Weed is okay. Weed is a natural herb, but EagleNick Audits does not try to influence drug use. I do not condone it. I do not talk about it. Well, kids be wrong. You know what I mean, Burn? Now, Greg Toker, why would you say my brother's name by chance? Greg Toller. Why would you be saying my brother's name? Could you explain why you posted my brother's name in the chat there, Brian Toller? I mean, Greg Toller, however you say it. What's up, MB? We got somebody that just posted my youngest brother's name in the chat, and I was wanting to know why they said it, but most of all, I'd like to know how they know it. That Turd Ferguson, he's a parrot. He just likes to repeat stuff. Well, thank you there, Greg. I appreciate you. Well, hey, Turd Ferguson, you know why? Because I don't hang out with turds. You know what I mean, Vern? I flush my turds. I don't hang out with them. You hit the nail on the head. Ernest Saves Christmas. That would have to be EagleNick Audit's favorite Ernest movie of all time. I like when he goes, air brakes. Now you can't forget old Gaylord Sartain in that Ernest Saves Christmas, and that there Bobby. You remember Gaylord Sartain and old Bobby? They were the ones that worked in that airport. And for anybody that didn't already know, if you've ever seen any of the Ernest movies, especially Ernest Saves Christmas, that bar feller there, Mr. Jim Varney, was the one who originated the saying. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, EagleNick brought 4 cigarettes down here with him. I figured 1 cigarette every 30 minutes. That ought to be 2 hours. We've been on the live stream for 1 hour and 48 minutes in 3, 2, 1. So 12 minutes. It'll be 2 hours I've been live, and I just have lit that there 4th cigarette. So I would say EagleNick Audits has did pretty dadgum good. Now, I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. I'm going to have to be heading on back up to that there eagle's nest to get this here live stream processed and uploaded. Nope, full flavor. That was the last one. That is the last of the Mohicans, if you know what I mean. Now, Mr. Joe Cox, if you are still in here, we got one coming by for you, brother. I know your forte. But EagleNick, it's had to look away because I like them there ladies. You know what I mean, Vern. Well, I had to time it out like that because if I had smoked them too quick, I'd have said, well, EagleNick says, adios, amigos. It's back to the house. I got to go. You know what I mean, Vern? Thank you there, Sam Sneed. It's your parking lot, too. It happens to be a public parking lot, so everybody out there in that there public owns a small portion of it. You are free to visit it at any time. It is located in Dalton, Georgia, 30720 at the Al Rollins Park off Threadmill Road. Nope, this camera is sitting on a table. This is a table. This is the bench. This is what's propping the phone up right here. I do not know, but I wish old Outer Skies would bring his ass up here to see old EagleNick audits. I waited and waited, thought he might come by, but I never did see that there guy. I tried to call him at 11 o'clock, and I'm usually always asleep by that late. But of course, he wouldn't answer his phone when I called him. It rung as many times as it will till it finally says, the mailbox is full and can't accept any more messages. And every time it does that, I say, well, no shit. That's because he don't delete them. But then I went to doggone sleep, and sometime a little after midnight, he called me back, but I did not hear the phone ring. Look, check out that there sky. Look at that chemtrail that penetrates right through them clouds. Now that chemtrail is going through them there clouds for a reason. That was not no flight path. You see how those clouds over there are a different color, a light pink, purplish color? That is from the effects of that there chemtrail. And as that chemtrail hits them clouds, they will look more like that one, where the chemtrail has already penetrated. Because as you will see, all the other clouds are a natural fluffy white color. They do not have any color other than white. Now, when you see a chemtrail like that, and you see clouds of a different color, then something is not right. You know what I mean? Burn. That there cloud color is not normal. Those up there are normal. Those are normal, and they are all pearly white. That there purple just ain't right. It don't have nothing to do with sunset. The sun sets that way, brother. The sun goes by that way. The sun rises over here. It don't set anywhere. There's no such thing as a sunset. The sun is just going around in its set course around the earth. And when it gets too far away from where you are, that is what causes darkness. There is no such thing as a sunrise or a sunset. It is just an optical illusion of when the sun gets back close enough that it starts shining on where you happen to be. Now, I have stated before, and my friend there out of Skies likes to call me a flat earther, but now I have stated many times the earth is not flat. It is on a fixed plane. The earth is not a ball, a globe, as they lead you to believe. That is a thing that the world teaches little kids to get little kids to not believe in a creator, to believe that the world created itself by a big bang, and that their big bang theory is what they call a half truth, because it is only half true. Yes, there was a big bang. That was when the creator spoke everything into existence. A fixed plane, not Plain. It ain't like the planes. Turd Ferguson. I am not in Hickville, Tennessee. I am in Dalton, Georgia. Get that there peanut butter out your ears and your finger out of your ass and quit playing with them there turds. And then you might not have such a shitty outlook on life. You know what I mean, Vern? There was not no alien that booted up nothing, but you are close in a way because Lucifer is called the prince of the power of the air, which is the spiritual realm between heaven and earth. When Lucifer and his followers were cast from God's presence, now all this technology we have now came from that there spiritual realm. Man did not think of all the things we have now by themselves. And if you cannot understand that, I don't know what to say for you. I call the Lord God the Creator. He is the one who created all things. Now, the Lord spoke the earth into creation. He spoke all manner of creeping things, trees, animals, insects, the waters, and everything into existence. When the Lord created the earth, it was void and without form, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And he gathered the waters together and called them seas. He divided the water from above the earth from the water beneath. That blue sky you see is the firmament. That is water. There is water beneath the earth, water above the earth. Now, the great flood was not all rain. The great flood was when the Lord released all of the water from the firmament over a period of 40 days that completely covered the earth as it was when he created it. Well, Jesse, you have a blessed day, and you look up EagleNick Audits on Judgment Day, and I'll try my best not to say I told you so, and I will ask my Lord and Savior if he can say a word for you. Now, EagleNick Audits only tells the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Now, what you do with that truth is up to you. It is not up to me. Now, of everything God created, only man did he not speak into existence. He created all the angels, which Lucifer was the most beautiful angel of all, which caused him to have such pride. He created them by speaking them into existence. But he took man from the dust of the earth, took us from the ground. Then he breathed into his body the breath of life, and man became a living soul, thereby imparting God's spirit into man, because man was created to have fellowship with the Creator and only lost that fellowship when Adam chose to disobey the Creator and listen to the woman who was beguiled by the serpent to partake of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now, I love you all, but I'm going to have to get on out of here. We have been on this live stream for 2 hours and 12 minutes. I'm going to need to go back there to the Eagle's Nest to get this live stream processed and uploaded. If you haven't already done so, EagleNick would truly appreciate it if you would hit that there subscribe button. Make sure to check out all of my subscriptions. Especially EagleNick would like to ask people to subscribe to Adam's Empire on YouTube. I'm trying to help Adam get enough subscribers to where he can start live streaming. But I love you all. I pray you all have a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. And the next time I do a live stream, I hope it's you I will see. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I consider you all my sister or brother. If you see somebody that looks like they are hurting or struggling, please don't just pass them by. Don't turn a deaf ear to them or a blind eye. You never know when that person could wind up being you or someone you love dearly. And this, my friend, is true. And now we have reached that time of day when it will be time for EagleNick to say, EagleNick, Audits. I am EagleNick. Matt, make sure to come back and watch the live stream when it's processed and uploaded, please. I've been on here for 2 hours and 14 minutes. And I do have to split. As I've said before, this is it. EagleNick. Audits. I am EagleNick. And I'm out.